We're here on day 2 of the Toronto Film Festival with some of my favorite people, Elle Fanning, Max Minghella. Zlatko, great to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everybody, on Teen Spirit.
Thank you for having us.
You had your big premiere yesterday.
Yes.
Max, I know this must mean the world to you. This is a passion project, your first directing effort. So who had the most nerves yesterday? Was it the director here? Was it the woman whose voice was on being displayed for the world?
Elle has to answer that question.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of like nerves that I hadn't really ever felt before with the film, because normally it's like, oh, people have seen me acting and there's that, but then introducing my singing, it was kind of a whole new thing. I had never watched the movie. I had seen the movie, but I had never watched it with a full audience and them hearing me. So I was scared for that.
And Zlatko, you were saying you had never seen the film before.
It was first time with the audience. Big pleasure. I think it was a good audience, and this was like a like so wow. So I was on the sometimes I was no, don't cry, inside. Okay.
Strong for your director. And how are you feeling, Max? I mean, this is one I know goes back a long way. You've been developing this for a while, working on the script for a while. What is the sense the day after of releasing this for the first time to let people actually see it? Give me a sense of what you're feeling.
It's an amazing feeling, and I'm so proud of everyone involved for pulling this whole thing off. Fred Berger, our producer, is not here, but he was instrumental in making a very challenging film possible. So I feel very grateful. I made this movie with one of my best friends, Jamie Bell, who has several films in the festival, and it's, we saw each other last night, and it's emotional for us. We were two boys in a room with a dream of making this movie that seemed crazy, and then we're here today. It's a special feeling.
So let's set up the film a little bit. This is about a young woman, Isle of Wight, who has these dreams of becoming a pop star, kind of escaping the world that she's inhabiting. I'm just curious, like, what was the point of entry for you? Like, what's the germ of the idea? Is it an obsession with like these kind of reality competition shows? Is it that kind of classic Star is Born kind of storyline? Where does this begin?
I feel like a teenage girl at heart, but I love pop music. I just went to the BTS concert like 3 days ago, which was a life-changing experience. I love stories about different cultures, so there's some like shallow things that I was interested in. But I most of all wanted to tell a story about a different kind of relationship. Our mutual friends Phil Lord and Chris Miller once said this thing that every good movie is about two people. So when I sat down to write this film, I thought, oh God, I better write it about two people, because that's what I want to make a good movie. But I thought it'd be interesting to make a different kind of love story. It's a platonic relationship, but it is a very loving one and a very complicated one. And Vlad is an amalgamation of many friends in my life who I've lent on in difficult times.
Yeah. So for Elle, for you, is this like wish fulfillment? I mean, like, there are many satisfying acting jobs in different ways, but this is a rare opportunity to show a different side of you, something that I'm sure you had some jitters about.
For sure, yeah.
So give me a sense of sort of the satisfying feeling of like, I mean, you can launch a new career if you really want to out of this film. I mean, you're amazing at it.
Thank you. Yes, it was a dream of mine. I had fantasized about being a pop star. When I was young, I would sing around the house all the time, and I did like choir in school, and got a solo once that I tried out for. Yeah, and then but that was it. I mean, I did some singing lessons, but there was always like a yearning side. There was a part of myself I was like, I wanted to be an actress or a pop star,
Right.
and obviously, with my job, it's nice that I get to learn traits, and I can actually, there are musicals.
Yeah.
And so that was something that I think I've even probably said to you before, like on a bucket list of what movies you could do. A musical was there because I wanted to have that experience and get to show that, because it was kind of a secret thing.
So who is on the Mount Rushmore for you of like pop icons, like the pop stars that you worship?
I would watch a lot of like Katy Perry and Taylor Swift, them performing on stage. The first concert I ever went to was Gwen Stefani in Budapest when I was 9. I was a huge No Doubt fan. In Budapest, yeah.
Were you at that one, Zlatko? Were you at the No Doubt?
We were the same concert.
One of the backup dancers.
It was close to my hometown.
So yeah, I mean, I guess I'm like trying to think. I mean, Dua Lipa also. It was funny. She's someone that Max her fame was happening while we were shooting the film, and I relate like Violet. I was like, oh, Violet's kind of like her because I don't know how she was discovered was kind of similar, where she's from, or now she's this, she's Dua Lipa. So
Do you share the BTS obsession with Mr. Minghella?
yeah.
I mean, he cops to
he has
big time,
introduced
apparently.
me to
Who's a bigger fan of BTS?
I would say Max for sure. Yeah, he loves V.
Let's dive deep into this. Where did it
V.
begin? What's the...
I blame Dylan O'Brien for this. Dylan O'Brien is the person who introduced me to BTS, and it's been it's been a K-hole. It's not been a good thing for anybody in my life. I'm deeply obsessed. It has been my main focus. It was
dance moves.
detrimental to the detrimental to the editorial of this film. To be honest, I was very distracted.
So you're doing a boy band film next. Or are you opting for a concert film? You want to do the doc about BTS?
I'd love that. I would love to do like a John Chu-esque
exactly, the Bieber
tour life.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be great. Love it.
Jack Antonoff contributes to this as a producer. You can't get any better than that as a music producer. How did that happen? Give me a sense of sort of how that relationship.
It's a really funny story, actually. We wanted to have an end song at the end of the film, an original song that maybe represents a song that Violet might be singing later on in her career. And we talked about it a lot, and we would joke around, like, oh, in the dream world, it'd be like Jack Antonoff. Let's think of somebody realistic that we can get. And we were deep in post, and I got a call out of nowhere saying, Jack Antonoff saw your film. I don't know how that happened. He's obsessed with it. He wants to sit down tonight in Toronto, actually. We were here. And I was like, yes, I'll do that. And I met him at the Thompson Diner at midnight, I think. And he pulled out his cell phone and he played me something. He said, I think this is the end song. And I was like, I think that's a really great song. And we recorded it with Elle's vocals. He's got a pretty unique gift. He's one of the few people I've been around that I would say is just a genius. And I felt that about him before I met him. I felt that more so after spending some time with him. He's got something going on. It's just tapped into an understanding of melody that's amazing. And even though it's not a song that Elle performs live in the film, it's one of my favorite songs in the movie.
Handmaid's Tale, which of course has this amazing resonance in society. What do you think when you see something like that emerge around the Supreme Court discussion and the protests there?
Look, I selfishly love doing the show because I love the people I work with, and it's a really wonderful set to be on. But the fact that the show is on the right side of this conversation is a really lovely thing, and I think we're all very grateful and surprised that it's had the impact that it's had.
Yeah, and Elle, you're going to be executive producing a TV series, I hear. Is that true? Catherine the Great?
Yes, there's Catherine. Yeah, it's something that is happening. Yeah.
So that's exciting. I mean, I think this is your first producing venture.
Yes, yeah. I'm producing I'm producing a movie before that. It's that's something that I've been working on for a little bit. It's based off a book, so that will happen before. But yeah, putting that hat on a little.
I mean, is it important to you to just explore that side and just sort of like get your creative vision out in a different way than in front of the camera?
It is. I feel like I think growing up when you started so young, you see everybody else in their jobs on set, and you kind of. I don't know. You learn what they do. I mean, if you want to, be a curious person and be interested, I feel like I was always asking around and things like that. And I don't know. I have that yearning to also kind of create your own thing, because also as an actor, although you have creativity and freedom, but it's only to an extent, because also the director
right.
can make it whatever. So
she wasn't looking at you, but she was saying with her eyes. She was saying, the temperature went down in the room. You spent a lot of time here in Canada, right? I mean, like, were you in post here? Like, how long have you?
Essentially Canadian at this point. No, I mean, I've lived here on and off for about 3 years, and I made a couple of films in Vancouver right before that. So I have spent an inordinate amount of time here, and I love it. I only discovered Canada later in life, but I do feel very cozy here. It's a lovely culture. It's just a great city, Toronto.
Congratulations on Teen Spirit, guys. People will hopefully be able to check this out soon. Enjoy the rest of Toronto. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, everybody.